the merry years have gone by whenever I watch my hand drivers who aren't Nalky, because my hand has a loot of amazing drivers. Those other drivers easily become some of the most aggressive drivers and risk takers at those other tracks. It's like taking a war vet to play paintball. He will also easily be able to cry in the corner for the fact that the smoke bombs are going off around him.
What? Sorry, I'm just reading. I'm enjoying the Naoki Nakamura fanboy page.
You're enjoying it, are you?
No, but I'm reading. It's like taking a war veteran to play paintball. He will so easily be able to be in the top field. He will so easily be able to be in the top field. He will so easily.
He will so easily.
He will easily be in the top field.
Do you know what's weird? I think this guy asked to be on the podcast at some point.
I've never spoke. I didn't know if it was a couple of people or one guy or.
Should we ring Daniel?
We can ring Daniel.
Daniel, are you on the...
I'm on the Wi-Fi.
Are you on the Instagram?
I can be on the Instagram.
I feel like my voice is significantly quieter. May need to do a slight adjustment on that one there. Hello, can you hear me? Doobie doobie doo.
That's me
Doobie-doo.
when I wear my
Jesus.
Apple Watch and I've taken modafinil but not had any other significant benefit other than my heart rate being increased.
Yeah, you're just sort of completely steady and with no energy, but your heartbeat is doing...
My watch is like,
250 beats per second.
Yo, are you okay? You're sat down, you have been for an hour.
Right, this is... well, should we get Daniel in on this?
Yeah,
Daniel's on an iPad.
Daniel is an iPad.
Because Daniel is not here because we didn't intend on doing this. This was a complete spur of the moment thing. But we have the equipment now, so we may as well use it. Saul, you've got Instagram, so you can access the questions.
Got Instagrams.
You've got the you've got
I have
topics
forgotten how
and things.
to access the Instagram.
We made Saul write some topics down very quickly, which I'm sure you have somewhere.
Yeah, I've got
He
them.
has
in my
them.
thingies.
Brilliant. Right, so let's ring Daniel. Let's see if this works.
Woo.
You might notice there's a bit more of an echo, and that's because in order to hear Daniel, we've just put a microphone next to the iPad.
We're not technical enough to do this.
It might look like it, although you can't see any of this, but it may look like we're super technical, but in actual fact, we're not. So hopefully we can hear Daniel in a second when he answers his phone. Yo.
Daniel and Daniel Joyce is sealing.
Daniel Joyce is...
Wait there, mate.
Daniel Joyce is sealing.
Wait there.
We're already recording, do not swear. Fuck.
Hopefully you can...
Hello.
Hello, that's Daniel. He's here on an iPad.
Can you hear us okay, Dan?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, cool.
He's fine. Can you hear how enthusiastic and happy he is to be dragged onto another podcast?
No, I'm working and I'm multitasking
This
here.
is
so
brilliant.
Probably
That's perfect then. That's great.
I'll probably turn my video off and just chat shit.
That's
to be
fine.
fair, mate.
We'll replace this with a picture of Daniel.
The best picture of Daniel.
The best picture of Daniel, which is Daniel receiving his trophy for his sickest, most wildest wheels. At what event was it, Daniel?
Look. Let's be real here. Like you guys sit there and think, oh yeah, I'm cool. I do the best wheels. I've got a trophy for my shit.
And mate, that trophy is wild.
It's bigger than you.
I'm the most legit wheel dude here ever.
Yeah. We know. We've got some Kwamis here. We've got some. I don't even know what these are called.
They mean nothing.
T7R,
Bow down to me. Bow down to me and my Volkswagen.
So what wheels did you have on that Volkswagen in order to win sickest, most baddest? What was it? Is it wheel whores? Ooh. Wheel whores.
Yeah.
Wheel whore.
Daniel was a wheel whore. And what wheels were they?
Image something or other. I can't remember.
Wow. It must have been a strong year for wheels.
Dan's always had posh wheels, though. To be fair, and he's always had wheels that are like real fancy.
Yeah.
That magazine was 2009.
Oof.
I was 1 year out of high school.
Fuck off.
I was. I finished in
my
2008.
Days, that's so depressing.
That is depressing, yeah.
Jesus
I'm kind of
Christ.
depressed right now.
What was I doing? I had the 300 and I had, what are they called? Innovit Sharks. I bought some Innovit Sharks for my 300ZX.
Innovit.
And I paid £300 and they were an 8.5J and they had 265 tyres on them.
Stock wheels are 300 quid now, aren't they? Like stock 14 wheels with
Mate,
blown out tyres.
Stock anything is fucking £1 million. But yeah, so Daniel's here in sort of spirit. He's probably working. Like I said, we'll replace him with a picture of his trophy and his amazing wheels. And I apologise for the enormous amount of echo that you're probably also getting. We are in my lovely new carport, but the main reason you're getting echo is because that microphone is probably picking up half of everything that we're saying. We have also ordered Dominos, which Daniel won't be able to participate in.
Unless he also orders one.
Unless you order a Domino's, Daniel. Are you going to order yourself a Domino's?
I'm not going to order myself a Domino's, no.
Well,
Ain't got time for that. Ain't got time.
all right, fair enough.
Well, talking of anyway, Dan obviously being at shows and stuff, we'll get right into it with, what we're here to kind of do. The people that are now purchasing S-bodies.
The
now
people?
being...
The people?
Sorry, yeah, well... persons.
What are you saying?
I don't want to start saying he's and hims and she's and zers.
You got to use the right pronouns.
Persons.
All right.
No, fuck them. It's a he or a she. Fuck them.
We've just...
Dan.
And there goes the reach.
Yeah. But obviously now there's a lot of people that are purchasing.
Just hang fire. Hold your thought.
Okay.
Daniel, are you aware that I've had to change the pronoun of low origin to it? And have you noticed that it says, if you go on the Instagram, that low origin preferred pronouns are it.
We are a thing.
We are it.
We're specifically an it.
Oh, we can say we are it.
We are it. Anyway, Saul, continue with your people and persons.
So, obviously now, a lot of people are, you've seen it quite a bit. Things like the show that they have at the Trafford Centre event space, they're now seemingly S-bodies are creeping in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of show S-bodies that are...
all the ones that had the heads kicked in about 10 years ago, they're all now retired, aren't they? They're retired and they are tired.
Jake Noakes, off of Unit Mans, his black 14.
Dory
Labs car.
Dory Labs car,
which, amazingly, was a tuning developments car.
Really?
Yeah, a white tuning developments car, and it the original owner. Funny enough, the thread on Facebook the other day was Dan Buckingham. It used to be a track car, so he'd done the ring in it. Wow. It was a proper used car.
So it's had some actual life.
Big time. And he was doing
rings, mate.
Rings. He was doing absolute crime down the. Oh no, it's legal on the autobahn, isn't it? So he was doing. He was doing speed. So he went from full throttle, 4th gear, tried to get 5th. And instead of getting 5th, got a fucking bootload of 3rd.
Oh, wow.
Bent all 24... It was RB. Bent all 24 valves. Just destroyed the entire engine.
So that ended up at Dory Labs, and now is...
Yeah.
Are you referring to Jake's announcement that it's
now a show car?
It's now a show car.
Or it will be a show car. Apparently it's
really
pussy old car. No,
pussy old car. Where did I see this?
On his Facebook.
I don't know why. Jake can pedal. Jake can
drive, yeah, but he's got an S13 apparently that he's building. Apparently.
Oh, okay.
I assume he's going to put the CA in the 14 and show that, and then put the SR in.
I know I'm pretty weird, and I like to see a very specific thing. Low cars having their head kicked in, and Jake's is a nice low car, and it has got some good wheels, but just something as simple as trying to convince him to use the what are they? What are they?
03s,
Blitz 03s. Oh yeah, the super world famous Blitz 03s now that are like £1,000 million each. Yeah. But just to try and convince him to use those wheels at the Low Origin event last year he was like, no, I'm not having any of it. I was like, we're giving out like best driven fitment to people, and you've gone and put on a set of, I don't even know what they were on the back. They were just like uninspired replica wheels. He says, well, I'm not drifting on the 03s. I'm like,
that's the whole point.
Why? But anyway, I'm not going to shit talk Jake because he does good.
It doesn't matter what wheel it is. It deserves to be bent.
As long as it's round, let's go.
No, it deserves to be fucking drifted on and bent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Adam LZ gets a lot of hate and a lot of shit, but the long and short of it is he has He's done. Is it now 2 seasons or 1 season? 2 seasons on O3s, and he's bent them, smashed them to pieces. And I'm pretty certain I think he's given them all away as well, hasn't he? I'm pretty certain he's given them all away. Well,
I suppose. He's in a position where he probably can do that.
Well, yeah. Yeah, there is that. Yeah, it'd be lovely to be able to have a
Give away
1,000 of them.
O3s.
Yeah,
They're like $6,000 now for a really terrible set.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's dumb. They're shit as well.
I really don't rate
They're
them.
really heavy
Not
as well.
for
I mean,
me.
don't get me wrong. I mean, I had VSXXs, but they feel so heavy.
I don't think.
I don't get it.
I'm not. I mean, since I put one-piece wheels on my car, I've pretty much been die-hard one-piece.
I know,
I like
I know.
how light they are. But
know.
I
Yeah,
do love the
you would-
look of dishy wheels, but those O3s I've never really rated. They've never been my kind of wheel,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I don't know, just meh. Same with VSKFs. They're just meh. They look like American racing wheels.
Yeah, they do a bit.
A one-piece wheel for me. A one-piece wheel will always win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been.
Wheel.
Good concave.
Yeah, I've been
nice shiny.
tempted. I mean, I've got the Kwamis on the 300. I really like them. They're a
19s,
they're a
baby.
great look. A decent concaveness. Decent offset.
so good.
I love how shiny they are. What's this finish, Dan? It's called is it Hyper Silver?
It was the discontinued one, wasn't it?
You've got the discontinued one. The same as Shadow Crow. That black
Is it
Crow.
Shadow Crow? Yeah. It's real nice.
Because I've
but-
got GT Silver, which is like the poor man's version of
Oh, okay.
these boys.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what we've got.
your-
Jamie's Kwamis are.
Right.
She had the funniest thing. Some dude DM'd her the other day to talk about wheels and shit about her car. I was like, yeah, I love Rotor Talks. They're my favourite wheel. I was like, it's just like,
Get out!
Get out of my DMs,
Fucking-
please. Stay me alone.
yeah. It's like, excuse me, no sir. I've got the cheaper version of Rotor Talks. I've got them work Kwamis.
Whammy.
The reps. Oh yeah. Do you mean CR Kais?
Yeah.
Oh, the CR Kai. I don't know why they renamed them. I have no idea why they renamed them. Does anyone know why they renamed it? It's such a weird thing to do. Like, it's such a well-known design, and it's been let's be
don't
real
know.
here. It's been copied. It's been copied millions and millions of times. But why did they change the name?
Well, there's a new version of the Model 5s, obviously, that I had, but they're called T5s, and they have a slightly different spoke. So I don't know, looking at them, there might be a slight
So-
difference. Yeah.
Are you ever going to take your car out of Titanic and,
Well, we were talking about this
finish it?
before, actually.
Can
And
we actually fucking really do something? Because
we can.
I want to slam. I want to get one of them meat hammers.
Tenderizer.
I want to get a meat hammer.
Tenderise that.
Oh, Dan, talk to me. Oh, go on, Dan. Oh, Dan,
Put
go.
your testicles onto a table and just tenderise your bollocks.
Dan, you are calling all of
let's-
my fantasies right about
Let's
now.
talk about this now on the podcast.
I'm not going to kink shame you too much, but
Let's talk about this on the podcast then. So Saul was saying, now officially, you guys are doing things. Is it next weekend?
It's meant to be next Saturday. Are you still okay for that, or do you want me to bump it a week? Because I didn't realise it was next Saturday. Like, it's quite soon.
no. Just bring me a fucking car
Okay,
and
yeah, that's
some
fine.
money.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
So Saturday,
Filthy
coming
ball bag.
Saturday the 12th of March.
Well, this sounds like things are happening then. That's good.
Yeah, sound.
You need to get...
No, I do not. He also said it was coming in January, so you know.
Yeah. He did say that.
It could have
yeah.
come at any
remem-
point. I could have just
remember that.
left it on the road outside yours and gone, Dan's problem now.
Jesus Christ. So I take it you
It
need to borrow the
was.
trailer next weekend?
Yes.
Good. Please take it. Make sure it's okay, because I haven't seen it in
months.
I don't even know if it's still
Do
fucking
you
there.
turn up, Alex? What the fuck is this trailer?
When I turned up in like November, and all of the like John said, can you move the trailer a little bit? So I moved it a little bit, and he said, I need to mow round it. And then I turned up to
Mow
look at
around
it,
it.
and it was basically like I couldn't see the trailer for the grass. It was that bad. So I'm hoping he may have done something with that. But if you can't see it when you turn up, you know it's the one behind the.
Don't
the
tell
long
everybody.
grass.
Just find the long
Well, we
grass.
don't. Nobody knows what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon.
Anyway, so yeah,
wander
Saul's
through the long
car
grass.
is. We're
Saul-
going to do a Saul car.
Saul's car next week. That sounds exciting. I'm excited for that.
Dan can post all of the terrible shit I've done to it on the story. To be fair, it's had a lot of
Oh my God, he
decent
does this
upgrades.
every time.
It's had a lot of good upgrades.
Yeah,
It's had a lot of good stuff done to it
yeah,
now.
yeah.
I got cunted off about
Yeah.
the wiring. The wiring's now absolutely mint.
Is it?
Oh, have you not seen it? It's
No.
insane. There's like 4
Oh
wires
no,
in the
I
whole
remember
car.
now. Yeah, no, I remember now. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did,
The whole
he did
thing.
good.
Okay.
Well,
I was
we say
terrified of fire.
Well,
Yeah.
we're all within our rights to be terrified of fire. It was a strange.
I don't care how big
it really shouldn't need. It shouldn't really need much, should it? To be fair.
No, I
just
wouldn't have
need to
thought
look
so.
over it.
No, it just needs
I'll
you
look
to make
over
sure
it.
that everything that
I'll
I've done is acceptable.
Yeah.
And
I doubt it. But
I mean, I don't know if you're going to give it to Martin to do a flash thing on the ECU to base map it so you can start it, because obviously it's been started, but only to make sure that the wiring worked and then turned off straight away.
no, well, I'll figure it out. I'll do something.
Yeah.
We'll
I
sort
was
it. It won't be a
tempted
drama.
to try and fit a link before it came to you, but I just don't want to be in deep now money wise. I just want it to run.
Yeah.
So you can
do
put some stuff.
So you can put it
and
back
then-
in the container. And,
Yeah, never touch it again.
So
let it appreciate.
Are you going back to the container? Are you?
No, it's going to live outside my apartment. I'm tempted to MOT it and use it.
Wow. Strong.
Yeah.
Big strong.
Wait, I missed most of what was said then.
He says he's going to bring the car home and he's going to use it as a daily.
No, not daily, but it's going to, like today, it's been really nice.
Yeah,
I've driven past umpteen amount of real nice cars, and I wouldn't mind.
Hello, my name's Saul, and welcome to episode 1 of I Chat Shit using my car.
Episode 1? Is that it?
Episode 1.
Of 2022, we're on series
sequels.
9.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
know. Yeah.
This is. We don't know what we don't know what we're calling this yet. This might be a bonus podcast. This might be podcast 25. It might just
I'll
be.
just do podcast 25.
Are you sure? Because at this moment in
Yeah.
time, we're not 100% certain how well this is recorded at this moment in time.
Yeah, we might get back
It'll
and
be
just
like our driving then. We don't know if it's good.
Exactly.
We don't know if it's
We
bad.
just go
It
hard
is
from the
what it
get-go.
is.
Go hard from the get-go, and when we crash, as long as it looked good, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Talking about looking good, has anyone seen the photos of that Matt Stevenson's old BMW today at Three Sisters?
no, hang fire. Is that the one that's blue with the orange ram bars?
Eden.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And now it's been made even worse, and they've put loads
No,
of light
no,
bars in the front
no,
of it.
It's not
no.
possible it's
I
worse.
refuse to believe that it's worse. No, that's impossible.
I will get my manager Jamie to send photos.
Just send it
across
to
you.
me, Jamie.
Send a.
Oh
send
my
a
god, I've seen it. Oh my god, is it a trailer? Is
Show
it the
me.
front of a Brian James trailer?
It's the rear of an Arctic trailer, I think.
The rear of an Arctic trailer. Wow.
Look at that shit. Look at that. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't see. It's all out of focus.
It's all
But
fucked now.
look
what
at
There's
point-
another one,
that.
I think. Scroll.
That is
Scroll,
shocking.
Other way.
Scroll.
Oh, it's just the same.
Oh my.
But I mean, at what
days.
point does that turn up on the trailer? The car gets scrutineered at Three Sisters, and they say, "Yeah, that's okay to be on track with everyone else."
I mean, if that
Jesus.
if that hits anybody, it's fucking game over.
I don't know how it's possible. This is the problem. It's like I like Three Sisters. I like the track, and I like driving there. But
Yeah,
I think you have to do.
When I'm allowed.
Are we
Jesus
still? Yeah. Are we
Christ.
still? Do you still have to do a couple of novice days before you're allowed to drive?
Yeah, I think
there
they still
and
run.
twin?
That's two novice days, which I think is not a bad idea. You know, if it's not, I don't think maybe there should be some degree of I've done da 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 da. But then again,
Yeah.
it's then up to the event to keep up with what drivers doing what and where, and
I guess.
you don't want to be going in there going, "Hey, look at my Instagram," kind of thing. Do you?
Hey Lynn, look at my Instagram. I'm really good.
Yeah,
What's
it's.
this event advertised? Because I'd never see.
I think they've been putting them up.
Three
Yeah,
Sisters advertised.
They have
I
been
never
putting
see
them up.
advertised.
I think you kind of have to, because of the way Facebook now works, you have to click on the page and click the bell and allow all
Yeah, to be
notifications.
fair,
And
it's not like I've actively been looking to go drive
No,
my car because
no.
everything's at dum prices, so I don't want to.
Yeah. It's certainly not been. It's certainly
best.
not been good. Although saying that prices are most likely going to get more and more bizarre before they get better, aren't they? Let's be real.
just
Yeah,
fuel.
I mean,
Just
the
fu-
cost
just
of everything
fuel.
going
Can you
up
map mine on
are-
E10, Dan, so I don't have to put £2 worth of V-power in it every time I want to drive
Yeah,
anywhere?
yeah. But
Map it on
see,
two-stroke.
It doesn't matter. You're only going to use the maximum of 30 litres of fuel a year.
Well, that's true. That's true. It's going to go rotten in the tank before anything else.
Oh yeah, for real.
that's it,
Yeah.
The fuel in my tank is definitely going to be rotten as fuck.
Real
before it
talk
gets
though,
used.
I'm going to have to give him more money just for fuel though, aren't I? Because
Yeah.
it's not going to be fucking. That's going
I
to take a
paid.
bit of the money.
It was really sad. I drove the truck, not yesterday, day before. I drove the truck to Stockport from Northwich, and on the way there in the morning, the petrol station said 149 for diesel, which is cheap. And then when I got to Stockport, it said 179, and I was like, "Fucking hell, Stockport's well expensive. I'll go home to fill up." And by the time I got home, my one was 159, and then in the morning it was 169. I was like, "All right, this is just throw a fucking six to get a price now, isn't it?" It's just
I'm sorry, but this is the price we've got to pay for Putin going all wild, making a war, and making us forget about COVID. At least COVID is no longer a thing.
Yeah, COVID's done now. COVID's done now.
Yeah, COVID's dead. So
well, they just turned COVID off. They needed all of us to fight, so they just turned it off. They said, "Oh no, we can't have them all athletic messes. We need some fighting strength."
It has been. It's terrible, but it's also refreshing that we're no longer seeing COVID every 40 seconds on every single fucking news channel.
Well, fucking hell, Prince Andrew could have just timed it a little bit better. Long that out 2 weeks.
Could you imagine that? Yeah.
Just gone. Do you know what? I'm just gonna hold off for 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks.
Oh God, bless him.
Vlad lad's gonna fucking plaster the front pages everywhere.
Bless the royal pad.
Could have saved all us taxpayers 12 mil, was it?
12 mil.
Something like that.
Days.
no.
Not that I believe it wasn't
Miles.
terrible what happened to all of those girls and stuff. And Prince Andrew's a nonce, but hey ho.
Hey ho.
Yeah.
It's just what a straight. What I've noticed is a lot of the Russian dudes that we follow on Instagram have either followed us and refollowed us, or have unfollowed us entirely.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a
We
couple.
don't blame anybody.
I
It's
don't know.
fucking-
I'm not asking any
What have I
questions at
done?
this point. Well, exactly. I'm not asking any questions. It's
We
all
haven't
just
really
a bit
talked
peculiar.
about it. I think on the podcast we kind of just said that obviously we're going to have the Eternal Sun arriving.
The
any
Eternal
minute.
Sun. Yeah.
But-
Well, that never happened, did it?
No.
I mean, everyone's too much of a pussy to drop a bomb. Famous last words. Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
The tiles get ripped clean from the roof.
The thing is, everyone's got kids. And I say everyone's got kids. Everyone in power has got kids. And as long as they've all got kids, no one's going to drop a fucking bomb. They're all pussies.
Yeah, it's a mutually assured destruction. Isn't it?
Strict calling people out.
I don't think you got the minerals.
If Putin had no kids, I guarantee you we'd have all been dead long ago.
Not to bring politics into it, but do you reckon if that nutter was still in power in America that this would even happen, or do you think it'd just be a
No,
quick
they'd have been
combo?
Bessie mates.
I think it
They'd
would
have
be,
been
would
Bessie
it?
mates, but-
I know everyone's batted that
and
about
Trump,
a bit.
you know when like, oh God, what's the best? The best analogy is an Office analogy, but nobody watches The Office. But when Michael Scott is he's got a load of dudes and they're all playing basketball. The basketball dudes are like basically bullying him, but because he wants to save face, he acts like he's with it, and he acts like him being bullied is part of some sort of. But that's exactly how it'd be. It'd be Trump getting bullied, and then him playing it off like,
give me
yeah.
What?
Putin's still fucking sick. Yeah, he's the fucking boy. He's my boy. Yeah, drop the fucking bomb.
I remember every single time I think of him, I remember him I can't remember what summit it was, and he was obviously all the world leaders have already come out, and he's just like
As gay.
pushing his way through everybody, and then just stands in front of everyone like with his stupid face and his dickhead hair.
With his stupid face.
I do somewhat miss him though. You know, I miss the
100%.
headlines. The headlines were like it was all adorable. There was no.
Well, Kanye's filling in at the moment, isn't he? He's doing enough. He's keeping it down. We need more nutters.
I feel bad for Kanye because the long and short of it is he's clearly I don't know, he's a sufferer of some mental ailment, and all we're basically doing is just having a laugh at him. Now don't get me wrong, it is a right laugh, but a big part of me is like, are we all
He's
just having a big
mentally
laugh
ill,
at his mental
But I
illness?
also think that like it wouldn't be as obvious if Pete was kind of giving him shit back and looking mad as well. But the fact that Pete Davis is just like, it's okay, go take your pills, you'll be fine. They're great. You know, we're all on them. Just get back on them, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Like, because he's so laid back and chill about it, it's making it so much worse for Kanye.
I know, but then imagine if Kanye had won the fucking election and the people had voted for him instead, because he did put his name up for the second one, didn't he?
I know. Do you know what? I think
nutter.
he was probably hoping for a lot of people going, "Oh my god, this would be hilarious."
Oh my
yes,
God. Yeah, but that's exactly how Trump got in.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I mean, it's a
yeah.
very real thing.
yeah.
But anyway,
If I was American, I 100% would have voted for Kanye.
yeah, I mean, I'd vote for a fucking cheese sandwich. I'd go for a cheese sandwich right now.
Yeah, well.
I'd definitely vote for one as a prime minister or as a president or as a 30-year term president like Putin. Can you imagine that? You get voted in, and then you suggest to everyone, "Hey, should we?
It's fucking.
how about?
It's the whole Wolf of Wall Street Leonardo DiCaprio thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
Massively.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not.
I'm fucking leaving.
It's just Putin doing that.
Hey,
every
guys.
every 4 years.
Hey guys,
That's
let's do 30 years. How about now we just do 30 years of me? How does that sound to everyone?
Yeah.
And anyone who disagrees just disappears.
Well, I really thought that's what Trump was going to try and do, was basically going, you can't get any better than me, so why we just stay?
That makes perfect. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I really thought that would have happened, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know obviously how the
And he got booted out after 4 years. Don't get me wrong, he was a complete fucking blancmange of a man. Like, I've never heard an intelligent word come out of his mouth, but my God, it was a lot of fun. It was way more fun than this. This
I
is
don't
well
know
boring.
yeah,
Not boring. This is way
terrifying.
more a bit terrifying. Yeah, a little bit scary. But it was fun. You know, it was fun. Politics was fun. The divisions between people was like a bit tongue in cheek, and it was a bit of a laugh. And now it's like bums, sky,
bombs
Gun.
in the sky.
death.
There's some. So the problem is we live like obviously there's been terrible wars all over the place, and I just find it strange that now we're watching it. Like you can,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you don't see it from the Middle East and stuff, but
You don't.
you don't. But Ukraine has obviously got, and Russia has got, they've got iPhones.
Yeah.
They've got shit. They've got 5G. They've got whatever, and it's literally TikTok videos of
Of like planes getting shot out of the sky.
just ridiculous, and it's almost like watching a video game. It's
Yeah.
it's so ridiculous.
But then, do you not find it really weird? Like in the morning, like I'll see the TV or my phone or whatever will have some news on it, and it'll be just some other news about something else, and you'd be thinking, so is everyone all right then? Did they all just go to bed and just have?
I mean, I don't watch the
what they were
news. I
doing?
only see.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like you normally pick it up
Yeah.
on your Apple News
Yeah,
or something,
yeah, yeah.
like alert in the morning.
Pick it up on the wireless.
On the
Yeah.
wireless.
It's just
On the
strange.
wireless.
Get the radio on.
Hopefully, this war means that S-body prices go cheap again.
No, it's going to mean the opposite. It means
It's gonna be even more.
No, because you know what? Every single fucking person who's put the prices up for stuff recently, they all cite the same thing. They just put world events. Do you see? What's his name? Spenlove. He wanted some oil for heating his house.
Oh, yeah,
and they
doubled
cancelled
it.
the fucking order and doubled it or whatever.
Doubled it.
And the reason
Yep.
was world events. I'm sorry, but like, imagine we were just like, nah, we're not.
No,
no,
world events. You
nah,
should ring
world
one of your
events.
customers tomorrow and go, sorry, world events.
Sorry, the installation tomorrow morning, 4 cameras, 4K. No, world events.
£9 grand.
World
I don't know if you're aware.
I need an engine. World events.
I don't know if you're aware, but world events.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Have you heard?
have you
World
heard?
events.
I don't know if you switched a phone or a TV on recently, but world events.
World events.
No, it's just fucking everything. I'm sure S-body prices will come down at some point in the fucking future, but. Anyway, Saul, open your phone.
Do
show
we
me some
think,
fucking things.
obviously, going back to kind of where we started then, before
Alright.
we ended up on politics, like builds that are now going to become show cars.
Ugh.
Obviously, over the years, we've seen SEMA builds, where the cars are practically unfinished. Are the builds going to get
Is that
better? Are they going to get worse?
It's a good point, that isn't it? Because
Are they just going to be unfinished cars being trailered into?
Does a
places?
show car? Does the statement of show car? Does that mean that the car is
show?
good or bad?
Dan, you might be able to. I know as your esteemed history in show events, being the trophy winner at Wheel Horse.
Yes, but
The wheel whore.
I don't understand. I don't understand the whole show car thing.
I don't
It's just
either.
a car.
Yeah.
No, it's a car that you've spent money on, granted, and you appreciate certain. Wait there.
Can we refer to the old photo of Dan I sent you, Alex,
Yes,
with his
please.
trophy for his
That's
show car?
exactly
Don't
what I
worry,
was
Jamie.
saying.
Keep that in mind while he's saying what he's saying.
That's
Yeah,
Jamie.
no.
That's Jamie.
Like-
The usually silent.
Silent Jamie.
Silent Jamie from the fourth member of Low Origin. But she has a point. Yeah, that picture will most likely be living here for the entirety.
Yeah,
of
but
it.
that's fine.
big,
That's
sat
totally
on the
fine.
seat.
You can do that. It's the fact of it's just like our cars. You could take them to a show, and they're a show car.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? We could.
If you
take
push
our
it through a
cars
door,
to
does
a
it
show.
become a show car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would refer to my car as a 20-footer, maybe 20-meter,
20
40-footer.
at 100 mile an
I
hour.
refer to my car as shit. I refer to it as shit. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
But this is
Like,
the point. Is a show car that because as you say, those SEMA builds. I always remember that woman we won't mention the name of with the orange E92 turned up with like a begging letter and the worst looking everything. Nothing was finished. And it was just like, help me finish this build. Why would you turn up to? What was that? It was the one at the NEC. What's it called?
Oh, it's...
God, I went there in 2019. What the fuck's it called?
Autosport?
Autosport. Is it?
Yeah,
Autosport. Yeah, turn up to Autosport on a stand with
Help me.
just the worst, just unfinished.
Was this before
POS.
GoFundMe?
Yeah, it may have been, but yeah, I don't know. It's a good point. Does the show car element of this mean that it's going to be a?
But then there'll be people saying
Gooder.
that if we went to a show, there'll be people that take pictures of our cars. They'd become a show
I don't want to go to
car.
a show. This is the thing. A car to me, you look at it, it's a thing that moves. It's a thing that does stuff. And if it isn't doing the stuff that it was designed to do, it feels like leaving a toy in its box.
But then
Do you know what pisses me off the most? It's not even fucking show cars. It's like we bang on about this every single month. The price of Nissans, yeah.
Yeah.
I get why a PS13 warrants the money.
Yeah.
I get why an S15 warrants the money. I get why an R32 Skyline warrants the money. But why an S13, S14 and 14A warrant the money is beyond me.
No.
You can get them fucking worldwide.
Yeah.
They're not a sort. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
they're
know
not
what I'm coming
sought
from.
after. And they're not a limited run, or they weren't available only
Like you
in
get
one
fucking,
place.
it's ridiculous.
They
You
were
go
made in
on
fucking
Facebook Marketplace, and these fucking little dickheads have put Rotor RKRs or whatever the fuck they've got with a CA18 in it. They said, "Oh yeah, it's rot free." It's like, no, it isn't. You've just
Definitely
fucking
not.
wax oiled it 58 times and said it's rust free,
Why
and
you
you're asking 10 grand
lying?
for it.
Why
Yeah.
the fuck you lying?
And they're asking like 10
Why
grand
you
for it. It's like,
lying?
are you fucking for real?
I don't know.
It's a piece of shit.
I don't know how this fucking happened. And I don't know what that is.
Hey,
But saying
I
that,
heard Jamie
but
say
on that
that.
flip note, if you want to buy Jamie's S13 for 25 grand, then
if you want to
by
buy
all
any
means,
of
go
our
ahead.
cars for 25 grand,
Are we saying Jamie's car's for sale?
don't, because someone will buy it.
Someone will buy it.
Jamie would sell it if it meant she got the money for it, but also the new owner never ever drove it and never took a photo of it or never said it was hers.
Yeah. It was still left in Jamie's name, and she could have it back at any
Yeah,
point.
That's
Yeah.
okay, all right, yeah.
But if someone's got a JZX81 out there and wants to do a deal on a 15, then I'm your guy to talk to.
I know someone who's got a JZX81.
You
I
don't
really
see
want
that
one.
many of them, though. do you,
It's
really?
so bad.
It's Carl Farrer. In fact, is that an 81?
83?
Cool, I'm going to hang up now.
That's why I said it like that.
Is it an 83?
I don't know. Is that? But I
No,
love.
it is an 81.
No,
I have
no.
seen it.
He's got a black and silver 81,
Yeah, he
and
has,
it
yeah,
is
he has.
exactly how I'd have it. It's got R33s on it. It real tasteful kit, and
They're sick as fuck.
I really like it's every single bit of that car.
It's a Toyota Yanni, innit?
I wouldn't fucking change any bit of it, and it'll be.
They're so good.
It's got the VVT1J. Has it got VVT1J? It doesn't matter. It's
got
sick.
1J.
And it's for sale because he brought it over
was he?
but not in a container. Just
boat size.
Just chucked on a boat.
So it's rotten now.
No, well, he said he was going on about. He's like,
It's
he's brought a
cheaper,
load
isn't it,
over
to bring it up like that way?
significantly. Yeah. Now that containers, an empty container is £21,000.
Wow.
Chucking a car on a boat isn't actually a bad idea.
Oh,
but,
I'm definitely taking my car out of that container and saying, hey, someone fucking turns up and steals
this is
it.
it. But somebody said, but he was concerned that there was going to be loads of shit stolen out the back of it and stuff. But luckily, he's managed to get away with it. But anyway, I know Daniel and Carl aren't busy mates, and Carl won't ever listen to this podcast. But hi, Carl. How you doing? How are your reels doing? Have a lovely time.
Me and Carl kissed and made up.
Did you kiss?
Well, not kiss, but
That's so adorable.
through the phone. Kiss me through the phone.
I don't have a bad
Through
thing
the
against
phone.
anyone, to be fair. But most people hate me.
You heard that first on the low origin bonus podcast. Daniel has no beef with anyone.
I don't think I do. I
Why
really
the
don't.
fuck
I may
you
think your
lie?
car's shit. No,
Yeah.
I may think someone's car's real shit, but it doesn't mean I hate them.
I know.
I just think they've got
Yeah,
poor
yeah.
taste.
I think that's the thing. I think a lot of people will react badly to some of the things we've said over the years and think that we're
Oh,
cunts
yeah, for
because
sure.
of it. But the reality is, we'll happily tell you that your car styling is terrible or your driving's terrible, and
still
then
like
be
you,
your
though.
best mate.
Yeah, we still like
We
you,
don't
though.
hate you. We just think it's nice to be honest about certain things. As people
Yeah.
are honest with us, people do exactly the same to us. I think some of the most harshest criticism is from most of our closest friends in drifting. But
I also think we don't take things too seriously.
no, we don't.
No, people do get greatly offended by what we say, and I wish they didn't.
No,
but, you
and
know,
I think
they
that's
do.
a big thing. Like there has been one major person who's taken themselves too seriously, who we don't mention, don't talk about, and don't ever have on the podcast again.
Lord Voldemort.
Voldemort.
But you know.
No, but I wish you didn't, because again, that Voldemort, I've got nothing against him personally.
Exactly.
Whatsoever.
Same. I think we were honest, and I think that honesty hurt, and I think honesty has hurt us in the past. But I think honesty is the most important thing. But it doesn't matter, because no one will ever fucking watch this particular that person.
So it's fine.
Podcast. Doesn't really matter. Anyway,
100% won't.
Anyway, Saul, refer to your bullet points.
Okay, so we've kind of
Oh,
covered
bullet
the
points.
Well,
I made him write some fucking shit down, Dan, because we were going to be fucking aimless, weren't we?
Yeah, so obviously we kind of touched on real wheels and specifically Blitzo Freeze, which is amazing because I had it written down here.
I don't care what your wheel. Okay, then that bullet point. I don't care what your wheels are if the fitment is fucking perfect.
Yeah, but you tend to just get. They look better. No,
I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. It does certainly help.
But then, these days, what are you defining as real wheels? Or what are you defining as, if
I'm going to put it out
design,
there. I'm going to put it out there. A design that is pre-2010 and does not share any styling point. But then, because there's lots of like work wheels and there's two old brands that basically fucking nicked each other's designs, and it's really awkward.
There's loads of them. Are we going
to talk about fucking Velino at all? Velino making wheels.
What's happened? I saw that. Yeah. I saw Velino doing a wheel.
I wouldn't know what.
Do they look good? Are they all right?
I don't know. I think they're ripping off someone, but I don't know who.
Oh, classic, fantastic.
But then Dan had work equips that weren't work equips.
That's true,
but they were basically identical.
Were they called cloisters, Daniel?
SSR.
Yeah.
Closters.
Not cloisters.
Colostomy bags.
And going on about, I know who's got them now, saying I sold them for like $1,000, I think. For like 1,200. I think they've been on eBay for the past 2 years at like $3,500 from DJ.
Wow. Well, I mean, one day they will sell. They will sell.
One day they may.
One day the price will match what they're worth.
Listing to work equip.
Yeah.
And then they'll sell them.
Yeah.
05s, work equip 05s.
Oh, fuck no.
And they'll sell straight away.
But that's the point, isn't it? So the old equip looking very similar to another well-known. I think the point here is, as long as it's a well-made wheel, because reps, the real problem with reps is that they explode when you curb them at pace.
Yeah.
If you smash a rep at pace, they explode. When you smash a VSXX at pace, they just sort of fold up. So you're able to continue driving,
or at least get them back,
or at least get home.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be able to hit something whilst out on the mountain pass, should we say, and then drive home, you don't want to do that.
Fuck me. Do you remember my Workmeister M1R?
Yeah, I do.
And just bending.
Yeah.
And then I hit you. I think. Then we fixed it, and then I think I hit you, Alex, at Driftland, and broke it again.
Yeah, you were stood in the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, it just took it. What about the WEDs that Saule now unbelievably still owns?
I only own two.
That wheel tore itself off. It destroyed all 5 OEM wheel studs.
Yeah.
It flew through the air. It hit the curve, flew through the air, and then landed. And granted, it was fucked, but you were able to drive away from that. Yeah. Well, it'd come off the fucking studs, but the wheel was still a wheel.
Still a wheel.
No, what I did was I then fitted I then took the cheap rotors out of my boot that I brought with me to go drifting on and fitted them and then drove the car.
Yeah, that was that's so depressing.
Oh well, but if I didn't do that, would we be here where we are now?
You're probably right. Yeah, you'd have so much more money, Daniel.
Enjoying life on a yacht somewhere.
Think of all the mortgages that you would have on boring houses.
Many
you can't have
drive.
Any fun with a house. Let's be honest. You can't race a house. You just can't crash a house into a roundabout the way you crash a car.
But
can't ruin.
But we can't. We can't drive our cars at the moment. I mean, when are we going to get out in our cars to do something?
It's a good point. Hopefully soon. Some pizza has arrived, Daniel, so you're going to have to bear with us whilst we do pizza-related things.
Oh, drivers wanted.
Okay.
Drivers,
£9 an hour, plus £1 per delivery, plus customer tips.
Plus customer tips.
Oh,
look at this. Look, fuck me.
£10 an hour plus booze.
Yes, please. Thank you very much, wife. Good
I'll
work.
have one, Gabby, please. Gabby, can you make me a cup of tea?
She's closed the
ran
door.
off.
She's
Do you
ran
want
away.
a bit of this as well?
No, I'm gonna smash these in. Thank you. This is ideal. Sorry, Daniel. I'm hoping you're gonna have some food at some point, and you won't feel bad about listening to us eat. But for now, I'm gonna eat these doughy.
Gabby's like, look at my stuff. Here's my stuff. You can have my stuff.
All the
There's
stuff.
the stuff. There is the stuff.
Got the rest of that and it's just gnawing on it.
Brilliant. Classic. Right.
Classic.
Classic.
Right, okay. Give me another Bullington.
Well, with real
Just-
wheels,
just-
does it really matter? Like they're now.
Real wheels. What? Oh, right. We're saying.
I know we run Works. Thank you very much, Drift Works. Work Wheels UK. They are fantastic.
Yeah.
They fit great. They look great. Obviously, we've chosen them because they, 9 times out of 10 when you're getting rotors, they're not the same concave or the same fitment. We could probably make them work, but they're not in the same style.
Yeah.
But I mean, Harley runs Kansai wheels on that. I think they're a great looking wheel. Those
I
tandems.
don't
Is that running is in a loose term? Because, like you
Well, they're
his
on
car
his
is
car.
not fucking done.
They're on Harley's
Okay,
car.
cool.
Now, they fit good. They look good. I think they're a great looking wheel.
They are a great looking wheel. I'd have preferred them in
They
like
are.
a lighter colour.
Yeah, I would have.
But anyway.
But I think it was what was available because so many people have bought them.
That's true. Yeah, they were struggling, weren't they?
I think it was because Harley doesn't know what he's going to paint the car, so he's kind of just get them because I'm going to paint them anyway or powder coat them anyway. So
Yeah, but a light wheel, a light coloured wheel always looks good. That's why your silver boys look fucking sick. And why our hyper... I mean, don't get me wrong. I love... Was it autism, asterism?
autism black.
I don't know.
Autism.
They're two terrible
Petrol
things to say
fucking black.
together.
Or asterism?
Aster in black, I think.
Asterim. It's not a word. I mean, what the fuck
Black
are people...
autisms.
And they're not even black. They're purple and green.
I know, yeah, but
They're
it's called
not black.
asterism
No,
black.
not at all.
Why are they called asterisms in black?
They're probably
I don't
anodized
know.
over a black face.
Oh, that would make sense, actually, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
So then I bet the Asterim red are over a red face,
yeah.
Oh, they do a red?
which is
Yeah,
a
they got
lighter
red
colour. Yeah. It's the same like gold, but gold and red or gold, red and blue or something.
Right, what do you want to talk about anyway, Dog?
Dan isn't even here and he wants to leave already.
No, I don't. I just don't want to fucking spend mindless hours just waffling about
That's
nothing.
all we do.
That's all we
That's
do.
all we
That's
do.
my favourite thing to do. Alright, okay, go next bullet point.
What's your bullet point?
Do you think drifting in the UK has passed its peak?
Is that a genuine question on Instagram?
No, this is me writing shit down
I
after
think
having
it's-
conversations.
Because
with
I'm pretty
people.
certain I've seen that as an actual question.
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look at the.
Because I asked people to fucking ask us questions.
Is drifting in the UK dead? So, both me and Nissan Pappy have the same
Nissan Pappy?
brainwave. So basically, I've compiled some obviously pointers from people that I speak to on Instagram. Obviously I wouldn't like to use the term golden era, but have we gone through a transition from doing cool shit with all our friends to everyone having broken cars, COVID, people selling up for show cars and
selling up for show cars. No, it's just that currently this is the way things are, and I think they'll return. I don't think the prices will go down, but I think things will certainly change. What the fuck was that?
don't know.
I feel like that was a cat falling off a roof. Probably was. But yeah,
Drifting is. I've got problems. I've just got. I don't know if I'm just so sour about it all. I don't know. Birmingham Wheels is fucking gone. Everyone chats shit about. Oh yeah, we'll have this new venue. Or this
Speak
new
up, Dan.
thing. Oh, hold on. My mic's on somewhere.
shout into your microphone, Daniel.
Sorry, my mic went into like my armpit or something. I don't know where.
It
It
smells
was
great.
nice. It did not, honestly. Right, what was I fucking saying? What was I moaning about? I can't remember.
You being sour.
Okay, so you've got Three Sisters, which is a brilliant track, but they've got a weird decibel limit, and they also seem to let dog shit cars on, which is annoying.
Dangerous cars on.
Yeah. You've got Teesside, which are actually doing more days than they have done previous years. I've seen they've done like 2 events this year already, which is pretty fucking
Good.
cool.
They're capitalising. They've realised there's a gap in the market, and they've gone, let's go.
The drama I've fucking got, it sounds dumb as fuck, but I miss Rockingham.
I miss Rockingham. I don't know why. It's not.
I miss Rockingham.
I can't tell you why.
I can tell you why, because it was just a piece of tarmac with some cones and a line painting marker, and that was it.
Yeah, simplicity.
There was nothing. It was nothing exciting about it at all. Realistically, there wasn't.
But it was also priced appropriately as well. It was priced that it was just a patch of tarmac, and it didn't have overheads. It didn't have, it
was just fucking cool.
Yeah, it was simplistic, and it was well run.
It was just fucking cool. And then you got Driftland, which are doing major bits, but realistically, it's all said and done. It takes me 8 hours to get there. Obviously with stops because I've got a childlike bladder, so I need to wheel all the time. And towing, and then my van will break because it's old, so I need to fix that on the side of the road.
Yeah.
But it takes you 8 hours to get there, and it's the only time it's worth it is weekend events.
Yeah. That's the thing. A lot of people, especially people in Australia, will say to us, "Oh, well, we have to drive fucking 20 hours just to get to the closest event." Like, yeah, it's true, but your event will be, it'll be a weekend, or it'll be, I don't want to say bigger, but it'll be bigger, and because we've had it so good for such a long time, people in the UK, we have really gotten used to having a lot of tracks no more than 2 to 5 hours away. 5 hours is a big deal for us, but because we've been used to it for so long, it's now when the only track you've got is now 8 hours away. It just.
I would rather drive 20 hours across Australian roads than the 6 hours you sit in a traffic jam on the M6.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's Sunday afternoon and I sat in traffic getting hit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's just bollocks, but
that fat
I don't know. I'm hoping
adamant it's having my pizza. It's like, that is mine, fam.
I'm hopefully going to rely on trying to charm my way into doing demos at Castle Coombe and shit this year, because I genuinely think that's the only way of driving your cars is at demos.
Quite possibly. Are you doing BDC? Then we flirted with the idea. I mean, how are you feeling?
I know.
Are you feeling it? You were relatively keen in the last podcast. You
not round one.
Not round one. Where is round one?
Teesside.
Teesside. Okay. What is it? Just timing?
That's in 2 weeks.
Oh,
yeah.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, I can't be asked. The car's ready. I just can't be asked.
Can't be asked, ladies and gentlemen. So what's the next one?
Okay.
Round two. I'm not going to force you to do anything.
Okay, it's nothing to do with I can't be asked. I haven't got the $2,000 it'll cost me to take my car there, drive it, and bring it home.
Yep, that's fine. That's fair enough.
And I don't see how anyone's competing this year. To be fair, they're either fucking raking in massive money or they're thick. They're just dumb.
Or maybe we should start talking about which drift teams in the UK are actually secret drug lords.
They all are. They're all selling cocaine. Every last one of them.
For legal reasons.
That's not a joke.
That's a complete conjecture.
Okay, so you have got. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do.
Are you going to name the actual cocaine drug lords of BDC? Don't do that.
Dan's views and opinions are his own and are no way affiliated to Low Origin.
Jesus Christ.
No, we just help. We don't distribute the coke. We just help them cut it.
Right. So anyway, should we just quickly move on?
Okay. Anyway, let's
go.
No. Let's go through this for competition drifting.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Go down.
So, you've got a control tyre now, which is Zestino. Now, I don't know about the smaller size tyres and everything, but you've got a 265/35 is, I think it's about £82 each per tyre.
Wait,
yeah.
I thought they were. Wow, I think the last time I got those, I paid. What did I pay? It was like 65.
No, you didn't.
Well, how much
we
did I pay?
We paid dumb money. Yeah. That's what we pay for them. This is how much we pay for them, Alex. So, so each driver is now paying £82 a tyre. You've got £275 entry per round. You got £100 on the practice day on the Friday.
Yeah.
You've got your fuel, which is like fucking £2 a litre now, because if you're
Crazy.
not on race fuel, you're on V-Power. No. You've got your diesel in your van, your trailer, your time off work, your hotels, your beer, your food. If you're not spending £1,500 a weekend for each round, then
bare minimum.
I don't see. It's just that's insane.
That's
to
just
go
on
fucking
pizza.
drifting, just to act a fucking dickhead in a car. It's insane.
It is. The thing. I think the thing to consider now is that we're at a point now where the privateer is certainly considering other avenues, or is at least thinking about going back to drift days, street O, and things like that. They're not. The privateer is not thinking about competing as much as they did.
No, but they're all about going back to drift days. What drift days? What drift days are they going to?
Well, I mean, one of the questions on the Instagram was, what do we think about Happy Days drift? What do we think about D-panelies? There are events. Yeah, there are events. There are things that people can go to.
Happy Days drift. That's wheels, isn't it? That's
Wheels is dead. It's gone.
Wheels,
but hang on. I thought Happy Days drift days they had other events.
Oh, did they? I'm sorry.
Had other tracks.
Happy Days.
Well, I'm unaware. I'm unaware
I'm unaware of anything other than wheels.
Happy Days drift. I have no idea where.
.days .drift .uk.gov
.org. Miserable. Fuck my life.
I can hear the violins down the.
No, I love drifting, man, but it's so fucking done in this shit country.
At the moment, it is. It's tough at the moment, mainly because of the price of fucking shit. But then
I mean, Dory Fest will be cool, but.
Yeah, Dory Fest. Now, Dory Fest, they've announced all the drivers. Are we aware of all the drivers, or are all the drivers aware of each other?
Yeah, everyone's aware who did and didn't get in.
They all got copied into the same email.
Yes, they did. Which Martin is really awkward because there's lots of people's email addresses there that you can just
sign them up to dodgy shit.
It's not that. Is you can you can fucking. Not iMessage, what's it called?
Email.
FaceTime. You can FaceTime random email.
Just join them all into one big FaceTime sesh.
One big FaceTime.
As far as I can see, they've only posted information about wheels. So
are they,
is it done then? Drift. I assume.
Is it?
They don't have anywhere else to go. Our advice and our opinion on happy.days.drift is get another venue.
Yeah, if you're about to lose that venue, please go to another one. That'd be great.
I'd be keen to go back to Pembury, even though I crashed there. I'd be keen to go back there if they hold events anytime soon.
It needs to be a 2-day doesn't it? Really, it needs to be worth the distance because it's quite a mission.
It's the same as that one in Cornwall as well. I can't remember what his fucking name is.
Perrin Drift.
Perrin Port.
Yeah, Perrin. I don't mind going down to them, but they need to be a weekend thing because Cornwall is far.
Big Cornwall summer holiday with drift cars.
Yeah,
that'd be quite good.
Yeah, it'd be fun. But again, huge amounts of money.
Yeah.
And at a time when everyone's brass as fuck.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You've just got to consider everybody.
But if you're not brass and you want to buy an S15 after August, then hit me up.
August 2022.
Or swap for a PS.
No, fuck a PS. I want a JZX81.
Okay.
I could make this happen with Carl. I'll just pretend that it's me that's buying it. I'll just say it's my car.
No.
I'm pretty sure if you rang Carl up and said you were buying his JZX81 off him, Dan, he would not be asked.
Yeah,
I don't care. I still wouldn't. No, thank you. I'll get my real busy mate Paul Howard to get me one.
You're real.
Well, make sure he puts it on a boat without a fucking container, because that's how you fucking do it.
Not with fucking Audis and Lambos and Bugattis, because it'll be swimming at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah, well, I think the problem is, because the price of containers is so high, they are also ramming containers full of stuff.
Yeah, stiff.
So you're finding stuff falling against cars getting moved and shifted around in transit and shit like that.
To be fair, I don't know anyone who used there's only a couple of cars I ever know that come in containers. Most of them just come fucking roll on, roll off. Row, yeah.
Row.
That's usually how they are transported, is out of containers. That's fucking been like that for years. That's how I'd do it.
That's how the car industry sends them, don't they? They just roll on, roll off.
Yeah, I suppose they would.
Yeah.
I think it's only if you wanted to hide, if you don't want things getting robbed out of cars,
I mean, it's going to get robbed. It's not going to get robbed while it's on the boat because when the way they pack them in, they're so tightly packed.
Yeah,
when
it gets robbed in the ports,
Yeah.
So it's all obviously the port staff. Not saying anything bad about port staff.
Fucking.
Yeah, not saying anything bad about port staff because they're obviously the best people in the world.
Fucking dickhead,
that's
mate.
what you hear horror stories, don't you?
Fuck port staff.
Yeah. they're all on back shelves selling it.
Port staff are basically the entirety of back shelf in the US,
All
Japan,
the
and the
admins.
UK. That all the admins are back shelf.
Just
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what back shelf is,
Don't go anywhere near it.
good for you.
Stay off it.
Good for you. You have money in your bank account. Keep it that way. Anyway, next topic, Saul.
Instead of pizza. Different underscore drift. We've covered that enough times now. We're not going to talk about Colette.
No.
How many SR20s have you guys gone through? Neo
Wow.
underscore Type X.
Okay, I'm going to go through mine, then Dan, you can go through yours. So the first one, that was the one that I wrecked by ignorance, by not realising how overfueling using larger injectors without a map works. That's number one. Then the second one was the yellow head one that me, Max and everyone built at Bolly. That was number two. That died when the vac pipe fell off the
That did 2 years.
fuel pressure regulator. That did 2 years. Then there was the one that we built in 2015 with Adam at the unit, and that lasted like 2-3 years. Then there's the one that Dan built. That lasted
About 2 or 3 minutes.
2 or 3 minutes. Then there's the one that Dave built, which lasted about 15 minutes. So that's 6. That's 6 SR20s. 5 of which were built motors, and 1 of which was a piece of shit that lasted for 200,000 miles. No, and the thing when I say that they all blew for pretty much my own fucking fault, or in the Dave's case, one just random fuckery that had that.
Keenan and Cal fucked that one up.
Yeah, a random screw coming loose is no one's fucking shit.
In the tuner.
Yeah.
But if you don't know that reference, you shouldn't be listening to this podcast.
Yeah. You're too young. You shouldn't be
You're
listening
too young,
to this
bro.
podcast. But yeah, so I've done 6. How many have you done, Saul? How many have you owned? Let's say owned.
I mean, what reference are we saying?
We're gonna
owning? Just
we're gonna
my
include
possession,
we're gonna
or
include
am I shagged?
no we're gonna include the chrome one that you sold to Dan as a paperweight.
Well,
That don't count. That one.
that one doesn't count.
That wasn't an engine.
That wasn't. It was rusted together. Sold as a mint running. Here's a video. Look at that engine. Definitely wasn't.
Definitely wasn't.
Definitely fucking wasn't.
Big piece of poo poo.
Yeah. Anyway, boat anchor. I think I'm at 5. Yeah, but if we're including the ones that, I mean, I took 4 engines today for him to make one good one out of, and even all that was shit. He said.
Oh right,
And then also I've owned obviously the boat anchor that Dan ended up with. I've owned the green S body that was rotten. That was an SR. That was low compression. I bought an S15 SR. I've had so many. I've had so many.
The one that was a table.
The one that was a table. That was an NA.
So how many have you had?
I mean, how many SRs have been in
Have
my
you owned?
ownership? Easily 12.
Wow. So
How many have I actually blown up or broken or
We should
were
have this
terrible?
as a list of SR20s
5.
that you've owned, and then SR20s that have owned you.
My first original 80,000 mile engine you destroyed.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, at Three Sisters.
Oh god, yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yeah,
That
rod
did-
out the
that did
block
rod out
big
the block,
time.
didn't it?
Yeah, but that was probably
I mean,
my fault anyway. Not looking after it.
it was fine. It was fine. It did one revolution of death, and then it
it's
disappeared
just
immediately.
game over, yeah.
And then when it kicked its head in again, and it then just threw a rod out the fucking block. That's the problem with SR20s. They're great, but they
Right until they're not.
yeah, they have absolutely no patience for bullshit. Like, they give you no real warning that they're gonna fucking. I mean,
But it's
obviously they
running
do.
NIS tunes,
They do
'cause
give.
NIS
They
tunes
do.
just
Yes,
go,
NIS
we
tunes.
don't care what's wrong with this engine. We're giving you everything you want. Let's just go.
Yeah, the NIS tune board's like, yo, somebody map the knock sensor out. Is that okay?
There's no lambda sensor.
Yeah,
I
somebody-
can see a map and some fuel. Let's Go,
I
bitch.
can't even see the math. The math looks like a Z32 math, but apparently that's fine. Yeah,
I don't have eyes, but I'm sure it is.
he's over there somewhere at the front of the car, covered in water.
I mean, that's the. I mean, unfortunately, it's still on this tune, but
Yeah, we need to do something about that.
yeah, we will do. I just it's becoming catastrophically expensive.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of get it mapped and done first, and then
Then do
redo
stuff.
it all again.
Yeah.
It's a case of plug and play in it, and
Hopefully,
no,
we
no,
plug
no,
and
no,
play.
no, no. No, it ain't.
I mean, the ECU
According to Dan,
plugs
it's
in,
not.
doesn't it? The ECU plugs in.
Yeah.
It's not plug and play. I know it's not just plug a link ECU in and just go, but it kind of is.
It should be. Dan,
What?
What? Is it not sort of plug and play a little bit?
Kind of.
There you go then. It's close enough.
Oh,
Ballpark. Kind of plug it in. It's got a big blue
Bit of
plug on
wiring
it still.
to do.
Yeah. You got. I mean, but then,
Yeah, a bit of
then like obviously at that point I'm doing a link. I've got to then do e-throttles and e-pedals. and-
E-pedal.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You don't.
Well, sorry, I have the ability.
You don't have to do that,
have to,
but
yeah.
if you don't do that, you're gay.
Well,
And
obviously
being gay is completely
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine.
You know, everyone's entitled to the choices. But isn't it interesting? Being gay is a
Just
choice.
allow me to just use
Allow me,
schoolyard
fam.
insults as they're meant to be. Allow me.
1980s.
I hate that. Yeah, just allow me to use it, please, because I'm fed up of this whole point of going, oh yeah, if you don't do this, you're gay. Oh yeah, but we mean that in the nicest way. Well, yeah, I'm not being mean, am I? Oh,
Well, I'm gonna go home and cry anyway.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
I'm gay for you guys.
Yeah, I'm gay for.
Anyway,
I'm gay for everyone.
So we've gone through a lot of SR20s. How many have you gone through, Dan? Do you not want to talk about it?
Oh yeah.
he's got PTSD over it.
No, I haven't. People think I've blown up loads, and I haven't.
No, but how many have you
So,
had?
no, I haven't. I haven't actually like blown up a lot of motors. So I done. Did I blow one up in the PS13 or not?
I don't feel
No,
like you did.
so-
You did.
No, I didn't. So the motor came out the PS13 and went in my S15, and I'd done the head gasket. I replaced the head gasket on that motor, and then I eventually blew a ringland in it.
Ringland.
So I got rid of that motor, got another straight cam SR20, like an unknown motor. Done the ringland in that as well. And then I basically cobbled together a fucking motor out of all sorts of shit and threw a set of rings in the motor. And then that lasted forever and didn't break.
Yeah.
And then took that out because after Poland, after Next Level, I took that out because I bought a sleeved motor in bits.
Oh yeah.
Like a fully built motor in bits. Built that.
That was awesome,
broke,
wasn't it? That was the best thing
Oh,
ever.
it's fucking dog shit.
I think that was one of the worst decisions of everyone's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
So that dropped a sleeve because they weren't fitted correctly and one cracked. I then bought another motor to try and get to Poland Next Level 2019.
Yep.
That we started that and the bottom end rattled straight away.
Yeah.
Changed all that, built that motor. No, I gave that to
Dave.
who had that then? Yeah, then that motor went to Dave, and
Yeah.
we put some GE pistons in it, new crank, yada yada yada.
Yeah, yeah.
That cracked a sleeve again
Oh,
because
yeah.
the sleeves weren't. That basically where 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, where their bores join, they should touch together.
Right.
The sleeves should nest again against each other, and whoever done the sleeving on that one didn't. It wasn't achieved anyway, so it cracked.
Right.
And then, and now we're on to the Happy Pirate motor that we don't talk about.
Happy pirate motor. That's
Yeah,
who can honestly take responsibility for having built that motor really at this point?
No one. No.
The pirates
It's a.
of the Caribbean.
It was built. Yeah, it was built by Johnny Depp, and he was very, very good. It's the fucking best motor ever. So what happened is obviously I blew the block, and then I went to Yandel and said, Dave, I broke my engine again. He goes, well, you're a dickhead. And I said, I've got about £3.80. What can I buy? You know when your mum sends you to the shop in the 80s or early 90s with like 3p.
No.
What can I buy with 3p?
You could get like three pretty decent sized sweeties with 3p.
Yeah, basically,
back in the 80s.
yeah. So I've gone to the Yandel and said, Dave, I can basically afford a Freddo caramel. That's how much money I have. What can we build? And he's like, I've got all this old stuff on the floor. I'm like, yeah, let's clean it and put that in, and we'll make it work. And it's amazing. And it will never ever break.
Did he also say never ever admit to any of this as well?
Probably, yeah.
We can't prove it, so
it's
got his rocker cover on it.
Yeah, Dan only put that on to make it look good.
To make it look like a DY engine. That's the problem with DY having those rocker covers, is that you can slap those rocker covers on any old engine. Any old piece of shit.
No, Dave just got me out of a really, really, really shit situation of where I couldn't afford anything.
Yeah.
I was fucked. I was so fucked.
And it's had its head kicked in quite a bit now, and it seems pretty fucking happy. So
it's I mean, the problem is Dave hates me a lot of the time because he tells me not to do things and I say no and do it anyway. Like, he told me not to take the piss out of this motor, so we put 500 wheel through it and like 2.1 bar boost.
Yeah, and it's happy about that. It seems to be completely fine with that.
It might not be happy about it, but it's still taking it every single time it takes. It's fine.
The thing is, you've got a Link G4 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And your Link G4 gets upset the minute anything is even remotely wrong with that engine. So
no, it don't at all.
No,
it's a fancy Niz tune.
It's a fancy Niz tune.
Really?
Are we just going to shit talk every ECU?
No. It is because no. It's a fancy Niz tune in the respect of I only have fuel pressure sensor linked into that ECU.
Oh, okay. I thought you had boost. And
I thought you had everything in it.
Oh, it has boost, yeah, but I think my boost limit's like 2.7 bar or something like that. If it is 2.7 bar, then the ECU cuts it. So
that's a lot. That's a lot.
Hitting that is too late, then, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
she's mint, lad.
That's like driving around on the surface of Jupiter.
No, she's mint, man. She's mint.
It's not. Well, I mean, if it's happy, it's happy.
That motor will live on forever.
Did any of us count how many engines that was?
20.
I think collectively.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 5. To
answer the question, collectively we've probably been through about 20 odd-ish, give or take. Which, when you say it like that, is quite horrendous. Anyway, Saul, give us the next fucking question before I really think about that last one.
Morsey, 2K5.
Yeah.
Where did you get the pink mirror visors from, Saul?
Morsey.
Harley bought them for me.
Yeah, for your birthday.
Yeah, I can't remember where they're from.
3 years ago? 2 years ago?
Ages ago. I've never even fitted them.
No, you didn't fit them, did you? Where did they come from?
They came from America somewhere.
Oh, they did. Yeah,
Why
there was a guy.
would he fit them?
Yeah, I can't drive it.
Yeah, that's a point. Plus, they were designed. They're hard plastic, and they are for
stock mirrors.
Stock mirrors, yeah. Because you wanted those Ganadors, didn't you?
Yeah, I would do like a Gammy horse, but then I think I'm going to settle on 350 mirrors. I think.
Did they fit, Dan? Did they fit? I thought they only fitted S15s.
No, they fit.
Do they?
No, they fit anything with a fucking angle grinder.
Alright, fair enough. A couple of tech screws, you know that, Alex. Come on.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. I'll find out on a message from Morsey.
I've been speaking to that. Is it Aero? Not Aero. Who's the guy who does the plastic, the fiberglass Ganadors? Anyway, he's got Z32 Ganadors, which I'm fucking keen for.
They're not the same as S13.
No, because if you look just over your shoulder there, you'll notice that the door pitches in by an enormous amount, huge amount, much more than an S13. And because of that, if you fit S13 ones, they do this.
I'm just trying to pull on your mirror, forgetting that it's electric.
It is.
Yeah,
and the thing is, only reason I don't want to do this is because when you start the car, the mirrors come out. It was an optional extra, and whoever got them,
they sound horrific. The epitome of luxury in the 90s.
Anyway,
so we'll find out and I'll message you. Cocoa Pops or Frosties?
Frosties for me.
Frosties for me.
And I also put sugar on them as well because I'm probably fucked up.
Dan?
Cocoa Pops for me.
Cocoa Pops.
Pops.
Saurine or chocolate muffins. Obviously, the anti-Saurine Club. Has to be Saurine.
Chocolate muffins.
I like Saurine, but you know what? Since everything happened, I'm now reminded every time I eat Saurine.
You ruined
I
it
know,
for you.
it kind of has, yeah.
Where does the Saurine go?
Shut up, Dan. Shut up.
It's going to Dory Fest.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun, isn't it?
So
Him and his boyfriend
I'm
Tom
going
are driving, aren't they? The pair of them will look mint together, 4x4. At
You
least they'll
can't say-
clear
you
the
can't say that.
banks.
Yeah, they'll clear the banks. You don't even
You know
realise.
what? I honestly don't care what anyone's car looks like anymore.
Yes, you do. You are such a liar.
That is a statement. Did you hear that?
I
He said he
I
doesn't
honestly
care.
don't.
What we're going to do these
if
podcasts
you-
for?
What are we here for?
If they don't care about how their car looks, I don't care about them.
No, 100%. But we can still.
That's the point.
We can still reference it. They don't care, obviously, but it gives us something to talk about.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
As long as they drive fast, I don't care.
It would be nice if that happened.
It's going to be interesting because obviously it's a styled event. It's obviously
Yeah.
you should essentially see a massive disparity between these 4x4 drivers and
Yeah, they should be the
all
fastest,
the
most
baseline
incredible drivers.
skankers.
Baseline skankers. Yeah, I mean, it's the problem with Driftland is if you get it wrong there, you get it really, really wrong there, and you don't leave with a car. I mean, you can proper destroy your shit.
Are we right in saying that by the time we're there in August, there's going to be some track modifications as well? Like
No.
there's
No.
nothing. It's going to be
It's
as
gonna
it
be as
is.
is,
I
yeah.
mean, that means I can just get in and drive it with like muscle memory will just kick in.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Sweet.
You'll be fine.
No. So do not use your muscle memory because you'll end up in the bank.
I'll,
I will not lift off.
1 hour
That's the
10. 1 hour 10. I will put up a picture of Saul in the bank as we always
Which
do.
one?
The good one.
Pick one.
There is the in
fast
car of
one.
me following.
Yeah.
Of you
Nearly dying.
flapping your arms around,
Dan,
taking a basin.
I committed not to take you with me. I was prepared to sacrifice everything.
I was going to sacrifice everything. No, you just went too wide and nearly died. And the problem is, it's really, really easy to follow someone in on that,
Oh,
like
massively.
that. I remember following like Grinrod's an amazing driver, but I trusted him at Pembury about nearly 10 years ago, and he went so far off the track, I didn't even realise I'd also gone off the track with him for a good, like, probably about 50 foot being just in dirt. We were just like
I've
this.
done that.
And I was like, fucking hell, I was really struggling to follow him. There's a lot of smoke coming out of
The
this.
track's rough here.
Yeah, the track's rough. It's like, there's so much smoke. And it was like, wait, it's brown smoke. Why is it brown smoke? And it was just
I did
mud.
exactly the same thing with fucking with old Danny Wyman at a Drift Cup event at Three Sisters, where I trusted him that much. I was that committed with staying with him. He went off, and I just went with him.
Yeah.
Just like I've committed. I'm just going now as well.
the
We
wor-
just both died together.
Die together. The worst is Teesside, and I don't even know why. It happens a lot. You go on the first corner, and if the lead driver fucks up, you both just sit
That
there.
initiation,
Die.
isn't it?
Yeah, you both just sit there, span out on the fucking outer edge of the track like a pair of dickheads. But I've not done that in a while. So, next bullet point, or next question.
Yeah.
Halfway Hangs, Australia.
Oh god, I
It's
loved everything that I saw out of
Yeah.
that. It looked like such a good event. It honestly, it's the serotonin and the fun element of drifting that I lack massively. As long as I can see it, keep doing it.
Yeah,
keep doing it.
I feel really privileged. I know you guys are booked to go, and you have had a set
Yeah,
of
that's
tickets
true. You've
booked
been,
for a
haven't you?
while. I have actually been, and everything can always look better on Instagram, and all, but that event really is as good as it looks.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like you can't. I mean, I know there was obviously a lot of issues with the flooding and the weather afterwards, and prior was a bit AIDS.
Yeah.
But that event is just wild.
Yeah.
It's arguably by far the best event in Australia for our kind of styled cars. It's not common. It's not. It's all about having a fuck about with your mates.
Yeah.
Nobody takes it seriously. It's all about
nobody
just
takes
having
themselves too
a good
seriously,
time.
and the thing is, you get the vibe out of all the videos. And I hate saying the word vibe, but you get the vibe out of all the videos.
Massively.
Just looks great. They
And that's a
seem
car show.
happy as fuck.
That's a car show.
Yeah, but
car show, then a drift event.
Yeah, but then it's a car show where the cars are having their heads kicked in.
No, well, the lot of the cars that are at the car show also aren't drifting. Some of them obviously are involved, but there's a lot of show cars there. And bear in mind, it's Australia, so to drive those cars on the road there is highly go to prison illegal.
Yeah. I mean, Ty said he trailer his car from his house
to the petrol station
to take the photos.
Take the
now, don't get me wrong, the pictures are amazing, and maybe that's the thing. Maybe
it's meant to look obviously.
Wow, it does look incredible. The pictures of Ty's car at that 7-Eleven are phenomenal.
I want to open a 7-Eleven over it,
just so that people will come and park outside.
Good.
Could you imagine owning the only 7-Eleven in the UK and every cunt just fucking drive to it?
I'd love it.
I've got a car park
massive. Do events in the front.
You would. You'd make a fucking fortune.
Have a car park in the back for events.
You probably make no money at all.
Pictures. And then sell slushies and
maybe if Spa could rebrand themselves to
7-Eleven. It's amazing because that the Instagram page of obviously cars outside 7-Eleven or whatever.
Yeah.
So everyone will know it because everyone follows it. How 7-Eleven has never changed. The branding has just stayed.
It looks like it's 1973. It's so in every photo that's ever been taken of the 7-Eleven, it looks like it's 1973. Yeah. Anyway,
that aesthetic.
Next, I'm cold.
Any of you thought about giving it up on SRs? Yes, every single day. No,
every morning,
that's a lie, because I've not used my DY engine yet. I'm really happy with my DY engine.
To be fair, I love the engine that's in my car now. I fucking love how it works. Yeah. So no.
Yeah, yours sounds good, goes good. It engages at the right time. Yeah, it's a real sweet spot. The problem comes from, when something stupid happens, and I feel like the screw going wrong could have happened to anyone at any point in anything. So I can't really say it's an SR20 problem. But
I mean, what I get frustrated with is, it's an SR20. It's always blowing up. It's like it's a 4-cylinder motor doing 125, over 125. Like what's 500 wheel in braked horsepower? It's going to be like 580-ish.
Yeah.
Probably. So divide that by 4. Yeah. That little fucking 87 mil piston's created that.
Work.
Yeah.
It's doing big work.
Is that 170 a cylinder?
No, it isn't.
No, 45.
Oh god.
145 a cylinder.
Well, 125 is
it's a
500 wheel, isn't
it? It's a C20XE.
So 100
per cylinder.
Dan's engine is doing 145 horsepower per cylinder.
Oh, it's at
the crank.
It's an X20XE.
That's wild. So what am I doing? It's a 1 cylinder.
Fucking hell. Well, yeah, it's doing a lot. It is doing a lot. That's the point.
And they are 30-year-old engines. I think people forget that.
Yeah.
Or if not older.
They're old and tired. I think the only time I'd consider I've said multiple times, at the point at which my SR throws all of its rods out of the block and up its own arse and it's done, it is catastrophically exploded. I think then I'm going to start potentially looking elsewhere, but we'll cross that bridge when
we get to it.
What would you use though? Because everything's stupid money.
I know.
Well, I mean, with me, I tried to do a stronger, more reliable engine cheaper. The amount of money that I spent buying shit engines, I could have quite easily kept the original one I had, give it to Dave, give him some money, and would have been in a far better position. But I thought that the opportunity that I was given, I could have definitely done it a lot cheaper, and it didn't work out that way.
No.
No, well.
Nothing ever works out.
Next bullet point.
I think we're pretty much...
Next one!
Yeah, to be fair. What was the thing or car that got you into drifting? Alex got me into drifting. I blame Alex for everything.
I'm so sorry for everything. Abby, I'm so sorry. Dawson, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No, Dawson will enjoy it eventually, when she never gets to drive it or be in it.
Because cars are now a thing of the past.
Yeah. Well, on the thing of the past. How long is it until the environmental factor starts to play a part in drifting?
2030.
Destroying tyres, making smoke, noise.
Oh, I don't know. That element of it, I don't know.
Because everything obviously now is hybrid, electric, emissions. How long is it until someone comes along and goes, hey, do you know those tyres that you're smoking?
I know. They're really bad for you.
What's going on?
That's really...
We're concerned about these fuel...
Well, that happened at Riga.
Okay,
Do you remember
cool.
at Riga? Go on.
I mean, but what happens to the tyres that we're recycling right now? Where are they going?
Don't know, the time on takes them.
They become schools for horses and playground surfaces.
No, but what I'm saying is, a lot of them get burnt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that doing more damage than us? Like, because we're not burning it off, so to speak, are we? It's not getting burnt.
Well, it's smoking through friction.
More, yeah. Is it the same?
I don't know if it's the same.
You're melting the tyre.
Yeah, but are you creating? Is it still particles of rubber being transferred from a physical form to a solid form to a gaseous form?
Drifting. The science.
The sciences of drifting.
The science of drifting. I've decided I don't care about that.
There's
No,
no science.
I mean I don't know. I mean I
Because
didn't.
I'm going to end up sounding so fucking dumb.
Well,
I had a conversation with Callum about it. Basically, this is what he said, and it was something that I thought about obviously a long time ago because someone said to me, "Fucking hell, you go through some tyres, don't you?" I was like, "Well, yeah, we kind of do, to be fair." I don't, obviously, but
my golf has been
does.
through more tyres than this has in a year. It has.
Stop doing burnouts.
The golf's done 8 tyres.
What?
They're all part ones.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a fucking cheapskate.
Technically, if we use part ones, are we then saving the planet? Oh,
We
Dan's
are.
that bored.
No,
Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, no.
On that, okay. So I watched a video today, and it was basically talking about how Nissan could potentially before 2030, because they've all come to this agreement that by 2030 there'll be no more internal combustion engines produced by Nissan. But there's a potential that a 2-litre turbocharged manual under 1,300 kilogram rear-wheel drive front-engined vehicle could be produced, and if it was, what would you call it?
The S16.
You would, wouldn't you?
A car.
You'd call it the S16, but it would be the absolute swan song of the internal combustion engine. But that goes on. That was this part of the subject, is that as we approach the end, do vehicles like
Will
that?
it be the best?
Will vehicles be like? Will manufacturers think to themselves, this is actually a moneymaker. We can actually pump out some Skylines,
Special
some
editions,
special, some high-end, not high-end, but like sports car.
Nissan started retooling for all the RB stuff, didn't they? Or the RB26 and GTR stuff. They started remanufacturing it.
No, Nismo did.
Nismo did. I didn't know if it was Nissan direct.
Yeah, because
that's fair enough though. But they're still, you can still buy.
But you should,
Now
but
you
you can
can.
still go to Toyota and buy brand new 2Js.
Oh, it's cheaper to do that than it is to buy a fucking old
Yeah.
one.
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's obviously only a tall block, but I mean, I think gearboxes are
Yeah,
cheaper
but you
than
can
buying
buy.
second-hand, and it's brand new.
You can buy a block, a crank, and all that yada yada jazzy
I
jazz.
think Ty's
You can buy
gearbox was a brand new
Yeah, it
from
was.
Japan RB25 box.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Fancy
Came
bugger.
straight out of a fucking shelf in a parts store.
A brand
It's like,
spanker.
I've got this for you.
Well, that's it. There are lots of people sat on lots of parts, probably all flogging them on the fucking back shelf.
Yeah.
But,
Saying on this, if anyone's got this far, has anyone got an incredibly cheap 350 box for Mr. Danny Wine when he needs one?
you have
Or is
to
it desperate
350
one?
one. Is it not?
Yeah.
Is it not rebuildable?
It's probably cheap to replace it, but I'm not paying. If you come into me with saying, I've got a gearbox, mate, it's this amount of money. Like, if you come to me with it being over £1,000, go take a shit in your own hands, because I'm not paying that.
Hey, look,
It's not happening.
the guy that I got mine off, I paid 250 quid for mine because he was a 350Z.
Yeah, I think-
He was a 350Z breaker, and he just saw it as another piece of shit gearbox. that
There's
he got
loads
lying
in
around.
Bolton
It's
and
not.
Oldham.
It's not a special gearbox, mine though. Mine's not a
I think
CDO or
Saule
anything.
paid like. Yeah, didn't Saule pay
180
like
quid.
£80 for his?
180 quid delivered.
Yeah, and yeah. That's
I
the
mean,
thing.
mine was 800.
Yeah, but yours
Yours
is
is the Don
a,
Meg, though,
a
isn't it?
certified CDOO
999.
9.
Mine's a 370 box.
Oh,
Yeah.
so yours
Mine's
is
It's the Nismo 370 box.
It's the Don Meg one.
Yeah.
But you still need fucking synchros. I mean, that's the thing here. You still need to do your fucking synchros, and the only
I'm
thing
not
that they've
doing them.
changed, really?
I'm not doing them. It's too expensive. I can't be bothered.
So rebuild it now.
I thought.
I can't be asked.
So would it not make sense
Well,
to do it now
I was-
before it
Oh yeah,
explodes?
100%.
I was going to say, my Z32 box, which does need to be rebuilt and will most likely be rebuilt, hopefully in the not too distant future, that needs synchros, and that was the last time I had that done. And this is the sad thing here. I had that done about 12 years ago. It cost about 400 quid. It'll probably cost now about 1,000 fucking quid. But
Yeah, No, I can't be bothered.
No, it's like
I
anything.
can still change gear, so.
Yeah, but you know what it's like. You know, you're in the heat of the moment. You're trying to slam it into third and fourth in between the two gears over and over again, and then nothing happens, or you end up grinding and straightening, and then the person behind you's now crashed into you, or you've crashed into the person in front of them. Yeah, it'll be fine.
It is what it is.
It'll be fine.
It happens.
It'll most likely be me.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not like I haven't followed you before when you had the 72 bucks.
I know. That exact same thing happened, and I kept on fucking up, and third gear wouldn't go in properly because that needed rebuilding. My God, what happened to that gearbox? I'm sure I did. Didn't I sell it to you, Daniel? Didn't I sell it to you?
Split in half.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
We took it to Poland, and it cracked in half down its
Horizontally.
middle bits. Yeah, that was really
So
weird.
strange.
Properly weird.
That was the old,
That was the old Z32 box. My cat is about to have a go
Eat
at
some
some
Frank's.
Frank's hot wings.
It was just gipping at my pizza as well.
You're going to have a shock. I'm going to tell you now. Go for it. That is. It says on the thing, red hot.
Red hot.
Frank's hot sauce. Go for it, kiddie.
It's really not sure though, is it?
Find out the hard way, bro.
Right, what's your next bullet point anyway? Your next talking point.
I feel like we're done.
Really?
Are we done?
Yeah,
Are we done?
I mean,
What we at? 1 minute 24.
1 minute?
1 minute 24. do you remember that time we did like 7 seconds at Ali's? God, that was horrible.
you just kept looping the same 7.
Yeah, that was AIDS.
We tried to do it again and it was just not the same.
No, it wasn't the same. It was fucking awful.
That, didn't we?
But anyway, yeah. This has been the Low Origin podcast. It's podcast number, I don't know, probably, I don't know. You know, I feel like I'm going to call
We'll just
it
put
a
it
bonus.
25.
I'm going to call it
Just
a
call it
bonus.
25.
You reckon?
Yeah, Dan's here.
Yeah, Dan's here. If we do...
Yeah, I am here.
Yeah.
It is. It's here. Gabby still didn't make me a cup of tea though. So.
didn't make you a
She's
cup
on
of
her way,
tea.
I think.
I
It
don't-
might
yeah.
take her a bit of time.
It's taken it over an hour.
Taking
God's sake.
it's absolutely taking the piss.
Oh, it's going. It's having it.
It's having the
Go
red
on,
hot
cat.
spicy chicken. This is brilliant. We
Is
might
it
see a cat
frantically licking
turn
its
itself
lips?
inside out. Oh my God. Are you
Oh,
sure?
yeah, it's panic.
No.
Look.
Oh,
It's
you're
all like-
panicking. It's panicking. It's shaking its head. The
You've
camera
done
won't
this to
see
yourself.
You do it to you. Honestly, stop. Leave. Go. 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 Cease. Goodbye.
It's like, I do like this though. Like,
It's like me.
real
to the-
talk.
Yeah.
It's hot as fuck,
Yeah, it's
but I
really
like
hot.
this.
I can't
like
see
this.
anymore. Or when you accidentally rub your eye and suddenly you can't see anymore. Anyway, this has been the Low Origin podcast. Thank you for watching this far. Have a lovely day, evening, whatever. I didn't clap. I always forget to clap. Why do I do this?
You got the clap. You got the clap.
I might do a clap now, just for future Alex's benefit. Hello, future Alex. God, that hurt. Oh, I was meant to do it in front of the microphone.
This is a mess. This is a mess.
There we go. Done.
Perfect.
Right.
You're doing that knowing full well that iPhone has stopped recording this video.
No, I checked before.
checked
It's still
a couple
recording.
of
It's still
times,
recording.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm surprised this iPad's done so well. Daniel, can you see us?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna wave and say bye bye then. Bye bye,
Okay,
Daniel.
bye-bye.
Have a,
Bye-bye.
have a lovely time.
Bye-bye.
See you next
Bye-bye.
week.
Let's try
Love you, bye.
and
Love you,
try and
bye.
stop this from recording. And stop. Oh no, that's not it.